Josh Gordon had a touchdown against the Raiders, his first touchdown as a Chief. It was a great moment. Good to see him finally have some tangible success other than a target that gets dropped or, a ball thrown over his head or whatever. 2 catches, 9 yards on the day. I think he had like 4 targets in total. Spoke after the game, really soft-spoken guy, like really well thought out answers and stuff. That was the first time I heard a lot from Josh Gordon. I didn't watch his interviews when he was a Seahawk or a Patriot or any of that stuff, or a Brown. Really mentioned, it's a blessing to just be in that position. He expected to not get a ton of targets when he got to the Chiefs. He takes pride on being a good blocker down the field, really seems bought in, really seems like he wants to help. Mahomes mentioned after the game, sometimes it's been him missing Gordon being open. That happened earlier in the game when they were in the red zone, just completely missed him wide open. There was several times where he just wasn't within the flow of the offense. Like, football's such a rhythm game that I don't think all of it's been on Josh Gordon. I don't expect him to take off per se, like in weeks down the road, but maybe the Chiefs really have been playing the long game with him, and a blowout was a perfect time to throw more than 0 balls his way, or more than 1 ball his way. I'm genuinely interested. I don't think he's going to run away with the wide receiver 2 job like I thought he might have had the potential to when he signed, but it's interesting to see him play better football.
Yeah, they got down into the red zone right up there to the 1-yard line on that touchdown. And Mahomes thought that Darrell got into the end zone on the play before. And I think a little bit selfishly, maybe he won't admit it, but Mahomes was like, all right, I almost got a passing touchdown to Darrell. Okay, we got to do another passing play, even though we're on the 1-yard line. And so they set it up to get Gordon the touchdown. That was just a great play call. When you could have just, handed the ball off to Darrell, maybe go over the top or do one of those Blake Bell under center and jump over the top plays. But yeah, getting Gordon the ball there, they might utilize him in the red zone more coming up. Who knows? Maybe even on some shorter, like, crossing routes. Who knows? I think that they can get him more involved. I think he has the skills to be more involved, but it's just like you said, getting into the flow, getting into the rhythm, becoming comfortable with the quarterback, and maybe they're getting there as the season goes.
Yeah, and you go back to the Denver game. Robinson had 2 catches on the first drive. Like, he was getting involved a ton. Nothing tells me that Josh Gordon can't get those targets or Josh Gordon can't get a play designed for him. And it's not like the Chiefs are specifically designing all their plays for Josh Gordon. They don't want to force it, obviously, which I think is also a main reason why he hasn't broken out or had more than 2 catches in a game to this point. They aren't going to say, guys, we have to force feed Josh this game, or Josh is unhappy, we're going to give him the ball. He straight up was like, I knew I wasn't going to get the ball a ton. I knew there was going to be an adjustment period. I knew it was a tough offense. I knew I had to get in football shape. Like, it's more than just see Josh Gordon in past, sign Josh Gordon, throw Josh Gordon ball, score touchdown. Like that, it's very simple that way. That's not how football works. I'm excited to see what the Chiefs do with him. I'm excited to see a non-doghouse McCole Hardman, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Demarcus Robinson didn't have a single catch for the Chiefs against the Raiders. I remember his breakout game where he had like 3 touchdown catches or whatever. It might have been, was it 4? No, it couldn't have been 4.
They scored 4 touchdowns in that second quarter, and I think 3 of them were to Robinson.
Okay, so it was at least 3. Man, just a fun game to watch for the Chiefs. Like, no matter where you're coming from in this one, there was something for you, I think. Special teams wise, you mentioned Butker. He's automatic. Like, we take it for granted watching him play football. He is very good at what he does. And I think the Chiefs they got a couple guys who are good at what they do, I'd say.